Self-improvement is everything when it comes to leveling up and getting what it is you want out of life. As a high-performing professional man, you feel stuck. You know that something isn't right, even though you've ticked so many boxes. And what you have to understand is to get out of this situation, whether we're talking about a work situation, another aspect of life where you feel stuck. It is going to be a journey of self-improvement, and I am going to talk about the 5 steps of self-improvement. This is a channel for high-performing professional men who have ticked a lot of those boxes, and everything seems so good on paper, but yet you know that there's so much more that you want to do. You don't want to settle for second best. You don't want that cookie cutter life. You want more than that. And this is all about leveling yourself up. And if you enjoy these videos, make sure you subscribe to this channel and do like this video. And make sure that you've checked out my community, my program, and my free Magnetic Edge newsletter. All those links down below. Okay, first step then is that feeling of being stuck. One of the worst feelings, isn't it? Especially when everything else seems to be going so well. You have a lot of people probably telling you how well you're doing, but yet you feel completely stuck. Something's not right. You're kind of going through the motions, and you will feel a sense of pain from this. Hopefully not overwhelming pain, but just enough to take you to the next level. But if you have that feeling, now let's take work as an example. You've got a job where you know that if you stick with it, you're not going to be happy for years and decades, heaven forbid, decades of doing what you do, always answering to somebody else, being owned by a corporation, whatever it is, you feel stuck. And it sucks because you've spent years in school, you've climbed the career ladder, you may be in a very senior position, but you're kind of going through the motions. Is this what you want for your life? Or do you believe that you're capable of much more? So if you feel that sense of pain, and everybody knows what that feels like, that is the first step of the self-improvement journey, getting yourself to the next level. The second part is wanting to get out. So following on from part 1, okay, you're stuck and you know that you want a path out. See, you have to desire that outcome. Do you see how it's different? It's one thing feeling stuck, and there are a lot of people out there, let's be quite frank, complete losers who stick with something for years and years. Imagine being a man and knowing that you hate what you do, but being okay with sticking at it for decades. What a waste. If you're even half intelligent, why would you do that? You are not going to be a loser like that. You are feeling a bit stuck, but you want that way out. Have you got that spark within you to think, how can I get out of this situation? How can I stop being owned, for instance? How can I stop trading my time for money? How can I get into the world of entrepreneurship? You want that way out. That is part 2. Number 3, this is the hardest one of all. You have to accept that a profound, and I mean profound, change is required. Take it from me as somebody who's been on this journey. Your current self will not suffice. In fact, your current self is why you're in this position. I really dislike, that's too mild a term. I really detest the constant phrase that you keep hearing in toxic modern mainstream culture. Oh, just be yourself. Well, that's all good if you are where you want to be in life. But if you're not, the reason you're not there is because you are yourself. And this is the painful realization. You have the mindset of a typical white-collar professional. Oh, put my head down, study for years, go into this line of work, and then if I just please enough people, I will progress. I'll climb the career ladder, but I'll always be owned. I'm waiting for that secure paycheck, but you're not really happy at all. And this mindset of being a follower, doing what you're told, being on a path, not being an outside-the-box thinker, not being creative, entrepreneurial, has been hammered into you by the schooling system, the college system, the career system, and you have to accept that a massive change is needed. You are going to change the way that you think about working. You're going to change the way that you think about how money and income will flow to you. You are going to change the way you think about so many different things. I mean, we could even be talking about other things outside of work. Maybe you need a profound personality change, how you show up in the world. Maybe you need to step into your masculinity, so many things. But this is the hardest part, accepting that you need to change the way that you show up in the world, and you need to change your mindset. Now, this is tough. It's not going to happen overnight, and it happens with a lot of work. This is why it's called self-improvement. Let's go on now to step number 4. You have to be all in on this journey. Whatever aspect it is that you want to improve, I would suggest that you do this by accepting nothing less than going all in. It's not a case of thinking about it every now and again. Oh, I'll just spend 5 minutes searching for this other career, or I'll spend 2 minutes here and there learning another skill. No, you're going to be all in. Every spare moment that you have, you're going to work some extra hours into your day, because this is about a profound change in your life. No second best. You are going to dive into it with absolute ferocity. You will be learning every day. You will be improving all the time. And nowadays, how blessed are we to be living in a time where we have social media platforms like YouTube, where you can learn from the best of the best, people who are dispensing amazing life advice. I mean, think about this. Back in the old days, you would have to go to some event that would be thousands of dollars. You would have to buy a cassette tape and wait for it to arrive and then sit and watch it on a TV. But now all of this information is available right at your fingertips. Whatever it is that you want to achieve, you have it right there. And you should dive in and not look back. And the final part of self-improvement is when you start to see the success. That is the best part. That makes it all worth it. The outcomes that you are experiencing are completely changing. You get your first few dollars come in from your online business, a few dollars that will change into thousands of dollars very soon. But you start to experience success because you are following the process. That is the best part. And it's like an avalanche from there. You will be absolutely unstoppable. Self-improvement, that term has become a cliche, but self-improvement is the core philosophy of any successful man. You even take the most well-known people in society, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos. They are always investing in things that take them to the next level. They are never done with things. I mean, look at Jeff Bezos. He's become a bodybuilder. He became ripped. And this was when he was in his 40s or 50s. Very impressive indeed. But if you are a high-performing professional man who is stuck right now, you have so much potential to do great things outside of that box that you've been put in. And I would suggest to you strongly that you invest in this journey of self-improvement. Never look back. You could be a whole new person. You could be in a whole new place in a year or two. But way too many men out there are absolute losers. They stick with something they absolutely hate because either they're fearful of treading a new path, they are scared of certain things, they can't be bothered to learn new skills. That's not going to be you. I hope you can learn and reflect on what I just talked about. Appreciate you watching. Once again, check in the links down below for my community, my program, and my free Magnetic Edge newsletter. Keep going, and we will speak again in the next video.